I'm not in a good mood today. Here's my problem. I have a very difficult time suffering fools. And we're surrounded by fools. All right, I'm going to talk about the interest rate announcement from the Fed because something very interesting happened there. I'm going to talk about this new housing program that the conservatives are so upset about. And I'm going to remind everybody that we cannot trust the United States. Oh, by the way, just advance warning, if you're a conservative of any kind, just scroll past this video. Don't hang around. You were warned. But first, if you haven't heard, Jimmy Kimmel was canceled because of free speech. You know that thing that allegedly the left does all the time? Yeah, the right went and did it. Why did they do it? Because a bunch of redneck television stations said they wouldn't air Jimmy Kimmel anymore. So that's Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Fallon is on the chopping block. But I think Jimmy Fallon will keep his mouth shut. He shouldn't, but I think he will. All right. To no one's surprise, the Federal Reserve cut the interest rate by a quarter point. Yes, it was the right move. Yes. As I said yesterday, if the unemployment is increasing, the interest rate is too high. And until the unemployment starts decreasing, you haven't hit the right interest rate yet. Trump's new appointee for the Federal Reserve, the guy who's going to do whatever Trump tells him to do, Stephen Mirren, well, guess what? He casted a dissenting vote because he thought the cut should be larger. Mark my words, when this guy gets in charge, he's going to slash the interest rates far below where they need to be, and he's going to cause chaos. I'm sure a few of the numbnuts out there are thinking that this might happen the day after he gets appointed, the day after he does a cut. No, these things take time. These things take time. Speaking of things taking time, I would like to remind, especially the conservatives out there, Prime Minister Carney launched Build Canada Homes to supercharge home building across the country September 14th. What have they been arguing about in the House of Commons this week? Exactly this. Oh, the homes aren't built yet. I guess conservatives would like to have a Christ-like figure in charge of this. You know, someone who can say it's going to happen and then 3 days later it happens like a miracle. And for the benefit of everyone, I would like to point out that home prices in Canada double every 10 years. The cost of all the components that go into a home have gone up. The federal government cannot bring home prices down to where they were pre-pandemic. The rhetoric from these people is only there to cause problems. Oh, you don't think so? Let me show you some. First up, there's this. Trump's DC crime success puts spotlight on Chicago's deadly quote-unquote war zone. That sounds familiar. Who used that term recently? Polyev pitches crime crackdown saying some communities have become war zones. Interesting. Interesting phrasing. I wonder where he got that idea. Oh, by the way, it's another day. Another one of those. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about this. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan sign mutual defense pact as Gulf Arab states grow wary of U.S. security guarantee. That's right, the Arab nations don't trust the United States anymore. Why would they have reason to not trust the United States? Qatar did what the U.S. and Israel asked. The missiles came anyway. It was October 7th, 2023 that much of the world learned for the first time that, I don't know if I can say this word, leaders lived in air-conditioned comfort in Qatar. Because Qatar has been, in many cases, the middleman of negotiations in that region. Now, recently, Qatar left OPEC because they wanted to move into natural gas rather than oil. So being part of OPEC didn't really matter to them anymore. But not being part of OPEC, well, it kind of opens them up for things happening. So they gave Donald Trump a jet to make sure things wouldn't, happen. Things happened anyway. Nobody stopped it. So all the Gulf states are saying, yeah, we can't trust these people. And Trump is going to pull a Venezuela on 23 more countries. Well, 22. Because Venezuela is already on the list. Trump names India, Pakistan, 21 other countries as that. China, Afghanistan, India, Pakistan, the Bahamas, Belize, Bolivia, Burma, Colombia, this is like an alphabetic thing, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Laos, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Peru, and Venezuela. And remember, the U.S. isn't treating this like a crime. They're treating this like terrorism. So they don't have to have any proof when they attack someone, like fishing boats coming out of Venezuela. No new wars, eh? Sounds like 23 new wars to me. Oh, and tariffs are coming back. I called it. All those trade deals, complete bullshit. U.S. to consider new national security tariff on auto parts. See, because there's some vague wording in the United States when it comes to national security. It's a very fuzzy thing that says the president can impose economic actions in cases of national security. What constitutes a national security problem? Huh, who knows? It's whatever they want it to be. What's a terrorist organization? It's whatever they want it to be. What's freedom? It's whatever they tell you it is.